Your video script is more important than your editing style and even your voiceover. So having a strong, compelling script is what will cause your videos to go viral. Why? Because YouTube push out videos that have high retention on them. So in this video today, I'm going to reveal how you can use AI to write compelling scripts so you can make more money with Faceless YouTube. Okay, so what we would want to do when we're writing scripts with AI is we want to take what's already gone viral in your niche. So for example, if you're in this how it's made niche, you would want to take their most viral video, transcribe their video, and then feed that into the AI so that the AI has something to work with and then improve that script. You would want to add your own opinion. You would want to do 3 variations of the hook and choose the best one. So let's get right into it. So you can choose the most viral. In this case, remember, never do a video below 8 minutes. Okay. Why? Because you can put in ad breaks in the video and make more money that way. You'll also get monetized faster. Why? Because the longer the video, the faster you're going to get the 4,000 hours of watch time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take how sugar is made. So this one. So this still went viral, 1.4 million views. Ideally, you would want to take this one and then you can tell the AI to extend, to add more to the word count so that you can essentially get that 8-minute mark. But we're going to take this one. So what you would want to do is you go on the video itself, you click on the description, you go show transcript over here, and then the transcript is going to pop up over here. Now you can just copy the transcript. If you have vidIQ as a Chrome extension, I highly recommend that you download that. vidIQ as a Chrome extension, it doesn't work on Safari, it works on Chrome, it works on Microsoft Edge. Download it as a free Chrome extension. It's free. They'll try and upsell you stuff, but you don't really need, in my opinion, the stuff that they're trying to sell you there. Their Chrome extension free is good enough. So we're going to copy this transcript. If you don't have it, you, back in the day, you had to friggin' do it that way. But with vidIQ, you can just copy the transcript and then we're going to paste it into the AI. Now, I used to have the paid version of Claude. I've realized that the free version gives you enough credits. So you don't really need to have the paid version. So Claude is better than ChatGPT. We've just noticed that in the Faceless YouTube space is ChatGPT is a bit not as powerful as Claude. Claude just tends to have a better script writing style. So we've pasted it, and also the way it's structured is much better. I've just pasted it here, and can you see how it's like, it comes up beautifully here. It doesn't do that with other LLMs, large language models such as ChatGPT, Gemini, and all that stuff. So Claude is really good. So what we would want to do is we would want to put a specific prompt here. So they talk about how sugar is made. So let's say our video is going to be how flour is made. So what we're going to do is say, maintain the script writing style and word count, but make it about how flour is made. And then what you would also want to say is, add my opinion that flour is a important commodity when it comes to cooking. Now, this is all an example, guys. This isn't really like, this is just for educational purposes. Okay. You add your opinion, you have some type of opinion, add my opinion of flour is important commodity when it comes to cooking, talk about how life was without flour, or before, how life or cooking was before flour. So we give that in, and then it's going to do the script. We're going to let the AI do its work. This actually feels so cool. Like just watching the AI go to work, it just like gives me that, ooh, I feel like I'm in the movies. Now, what you can do to fact check is that you can copy and paste this into another AI, such as ChatGPT or Gemini, and then you can just say, fact check all of this. So you can copy all of this, paste it into another AI, say just fact check all of this, make sure everything's factual. That's essentially how you fact check. Ideally, you would want to also read through the script to make sure everything's good. And the first 30 seconds or the first paragraph is the most important. So what we're going to do is we are going to, okay, it's done it. So we just copy it. You just press this button to copy. We can paste it here. Okay. So paste it here. It's all here. Now, because the first 30 seconds or the first paragraph of the video is the most important, you would want to ask for 5 different variations. You can do 3, but the more options you have, the higher the likeliness of you having a good one is. So we're going to say to the AI, we're going to prompt it, write me 5 different variations of the hook, which is the first paragraph. So we're going to ask for 5 different variations. We're just going the extra mile here because we want to crush it. We want to blow every other channel in this niche out of the waters so that we can, so what you would want to do here is you would want to read out loud all of these hooks and make your own judgment from your own mind which one sounds the most powerful and compelling. So right now it looks like we have Flour is arguably one of the most important commodities in all of cooking. Without it, the world, as we know it in the kitchen, wouldn't simply exist. No bread, no pasta, no pastries, no pizza. Cooking before flour was a completely different world. Ancient civilizations relied on whole, cracked grains, roasted seeds, and thick porridges made from crushed wheat or barley. Meals were dense, rough, and lacking the texture. Okay, sounds okay. Okay, this is going for the bold statement angle over here. So, flour is the single most important ingredient in the history of human cooking. Full stop. Before it existed, there was no bread, no pasta, no pastry, no pizza. Ancient people. Now, this sounds more powerful because this has a more bold statements, okay? So some niches, the hooks are better with bold statements. Others are more better when it comes to compelling questions. So this one's winning so far, okay? Let's look at the other one. Imagine a world with no bread, no pizza, no pasta, no cakes, no pastries. That was reality for most of human history, and it wasn't that long ago. Before flour existed, as we know it, cooking was a completely different and frankly miserable experience. Whole cracked grains, rough porridges, and dense seeds. That was the menu. The moment humans figured out, okay, it sounds okay, you know, it's not terrible. It gives that, imagine a world, so it paints the picture, okay? I would still say number one is what's still winning. Curiosity hook. You use it almost every single day without even, okay, this is actually good. So essentially, you would want to read through all of these and make a judgment as to which one's the best. Now, with the AI, what you could do as well is you can do, to make sure that the length is the same, you would want to copy this one and go on word counter, paste it in. So it's got 1396 words. Let's see how many words our script has got. So if we copy and paste this into the AI, we have got 1141. So it's similar. It's similar. So it'll be a similar length video, which is good. Okay, so other things I'd like to mention is proofread the script, read it out loud, dig deep within yourself and ask, how can I make this script sound very compelling? How would I articulate this to someone if I was speaking to a specific person? It's a weird thing sometimes when it comes to script writing. You essentially have to kind of dig deep within yourself and within yourself try to bring out the most compelling, the most awesome way of articulating a message. And I'm sure you do this every day sometimes without even realizing it, where you within yourself just shine and just communicate a message very powerfully. I know this sounds a bit weird, but it's the truth. Without trying to sound too crazy, that's essentially how it goes. Now, you would also want to ask, how can I really punch the viewer in the first 30 seconds? Remember, the first 30 seconds is the most important because that's where people decide whether they're going to keep watching the video or whether they're going to click off and continue on with their lives. So you have to hook them in the first 30 seconds. One of the things you would want to do is deliver on the click. If you're showing something in the title and thumbnail and you're promising something, be sure to show it straight away in the video because that's going to build subconscious trust with the viewer. They can actually see that like this guy or this video, what they showed in the first 30 seconds or what they showed in the title and thumbnail is actually in the video. So that builds trust with the viewer. Remember, some niches you would want to ask compelling questions to open the mind. A question opens the mind, a statement closes the mind. However, other niches is all about punchy, bold claims, bold facts, bold statistics, and really just punching the viewer in the face, not just with the voiceover, but also with the visuals. Sometimes you would want to show the most craziest part of the video at the start to hook the viewer, so they automatically assume there's going to be more to it in the video. For example, if it's like a type of boxing match and you show the best parts of the fight at the very start to hook the viewer so that they can watch the entire video to make sure they see that. A lot of channels do this where they actually show the most craziest stuff at the beginning of the video and then they leave it near the end of the video in reality. But that's to hook the viewer. They show the most craziest stuff that's in the video at the start, like a little mini trailer to hook the viewer. So first 30 seconds is important. However, what you would want to do is you would want to retain the viewer throughout the video. So one way to do this is to essentially sell them in the middle of the video about what's going to happen later on in the video. For example, you're going to be like, if you're doing a video about the top 10 fastest cars in the world and you get to number 5, you say, if you think number 5 is crazy, wait till you hear about number 2. And so you basically give them something to look forward to throughout the video. So essentially that's how you retain them. You don't just tell them at the start, watch till the end. No, throughout the video, you tease them throughout the video to keep them engaged. So that's essentially what keeps people engaged in the script. And also when you're reading your own script, ask yourself, is this sounding boring? Because if it's sounding boring, maybe it's not a good script. Because once your script begins to sound boring, that's probably when you would want to change things up. If it's sounding repetitive, change that, because sometimes AI can hallucinate. So like, this is why checking your scripts is important. And like I said, I don't know what it is sometimes, but you just have to sometimes dig deep and articulate the message. That's the only way I can describe it. It's a matter of digging deep within yourself and ask yourself, how would if I was talking to a person, how would I describe and articulate my message in a powerful way? Remember, the script is more important than the editing style. The editing style is important, but what's more important is the script, because that's why people are coming. If you want to learn more about Faceless YouTube and how you can build your own channel, click on the link in the description. I have a free training that goes into more detail.